So you guys want to know the truth behind hair extensions? Well, make sure to check out this video. We know as soon as those pliers come out that your hair is about to go through it. And the worst part is when you accidentally cut your own hair instead of the extension. We are talking about whether hair extensions damage your hair, what my thoughts, which hair extensions are my favorite, and if I think hair extensions are worth the transformation. Are they worth the headache? Check out this video. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another hair extension video, but today's video is the truth about hair extensions. I'm going to let you guys know the truth behind, are they bad for your hair, my real thoughts and opinions on them, keratin versus the beaded weft hair extensions. We are gonna get into the nitty gritty of hair extensions, and I'm just gonna tell you how it is. I pay for my own extensions, I put my own extensions in, so there is just like no bias here because it's all done by me. Like, I'm not gonna offend anyone's work because the only work is mine. So if you guys wanna know my thoughts and opinions on hair extensions, then just keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right on in. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you guys know that I put in my own keratin hair extensions and my own beaded weft hair extensions. They're actually called like one-step weft hair extensions. And I get all my extensions from the hair shop. So all the details out of the way. Watch my past videos if you guys want to know other things about hair extensions. But today we are focusing on, are they bad for your hair and which hair extensions do I prefer? I did like a pros and cons of both, but I'm gonna get into why I choose one over the other and probably will not be going back to the other one. Now I am on my ground. Reminds me of like a Trisha Paytas video, but I won't be crying, I promise. Got my drink because I have a lot to say. When I first started wearing hair extensions, I was one of those people completely under the delusion that like hair extensions aren't bad for you if you just take care of them right. And like, they're not terrible. The bleaching I do to my hair is a lot worse than my actual hair extensions. I started off using keratin hair extensions about 6-7 years ago. I used them pretty much all throughout college. The best thing about keratin hair extensions, those things are durable, like very durable in comparison to like a one-step weft. Those things are perfect for college. I'm telling you, because I was not taking great care of my hair back then like I do now. I was not as easy on my hair, like we'll get into this, but I had this notion that they weren't that bad for you until I started getting knots in my hair. Now you have to be super, super, super careful that you do not get a knot in your hair, because as soon as you do, you're gonna be ripping out your hair. I mean, I've done videos on how to get them out of your hair with the least amount of damage, but the damage is done. And I would say the first 3-4 times that I put keratin hair extensions into my hair, I didn't really notice a difference. Number one, I had brunette hair back then. So my hair grew faster. Since I bleach it, there's breakage, things happen, okay, with blonde hair. And I didn't really notice because my hair length would stay pretty much exactly the same when I would take them out. Like right when I put them in and take them out, it would be the same length. It's not like I was like cutting. As I got farther into keratin hair extensions, I started noticing that I would have to start chopping off more and more. And I really do believe, like I started, not like in the beginning I was leaving months in between putting them in and taking them out, but then when you get used to hair extensions, you don't ever want to be without them. And that's when it became a problem, because when I would let my hair have like those rest periods, it could like recover a little bit and then be ready for the extensions again. But then I was like, 2 weeks later, oh, I want my next set in. But my hair never really recovered, and I think just the constant like taking in and out was causing breakage, and it wasn't looking as good. And then of course when my hair was dyed blonde, I'm dyeing it, I had these extensions in. The last time I did take out my keratin hair extensions, my hair actually was very good. Like it really wasn't that damaged. However, I did leave a long period of time between the put in and take out of the other ones. So I really think the most important thing to make them not be so damaging to your hair is to make sure that you give your hair at least a month or 2 in between putting them in. Do not wait 2 weeks. Give yourself a whole month, a whole like cycle for your hair to grow out, and it has like the strongest hair to hold on to. My other tip to make sure that you do not take out all of your hair is make sure you have enough hair in that bond mixed together, you know, like glued together. That's the best way to put it. Because if you only have a little bit of hair, it's gonna keep tugging, and that hair is eventually just gonna break off, and there goes more breakage. So these are just little things I've learned. But the delusion is that it really isn't hurting your hair, It is. And it took 4 years really for me to even realize that something was happening. I think it's because I became like more and more addicted to having them in my hair, and I was just like, I want those in, I want them now. Do not wait. So y'all, hair extensions, they do damage to your hair. They do damage to your hair. When I was looking into hair extensions, I researched like 1,000 videos, like, is this bad for you? Da, 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 da. And all the videos were like, no, like as long as you take care of them, they're not bad for you. And like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep putting hair extensions in my hair. So the damage is not that bad. It was just a moment of realization I had a few weeks ago when I took out my extensions and I went to my hairdresser and I was looking at my hair and I was just like, this is not what it was. And I was never bleach blonde with my natural long hair. Like I was always brunette with my long hair. So I'm not necessarily sure if like me bleaching my hair is also, I'm sure it's also contributing to the length of my hair, but I look back on photos and I'll insert photos here of like me before extensions or like in the first 2-3 years of using extensions. You can see my natural hair is a lot longer. I still had breakage, like it wasn't beautiful hair, but it definitely wasn't what it is now. It was a lot thicker. It was naturally, like my natural hair used to be down to here. Now it's like here. And I think that's where I had this like, oh my goodness moment. Like the last time I took them out and I got my hair done, and I was just like, I just like wish I could naturally have that beautiful long hair. And before you go and comment, use the hair growth serum, da 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 da. Y'all, I have thin hair, or medium thin hair. My hair will never be this thick. No matter how many growth serums I use, my hair is just not gonna be this thick. So I will continue using hair extensions to have this length and whatever, but let me just have my little complaint moment for a second where I'm like, why can't I have this hair? I will never have this hair. No matter what I do, I will never have this much hair, and it probably won't be this long while it's bleached this blonde. I am so aware of that. I've already talked it over with my hairstylist, and we were talking actually about hair growth products and like what happens when you stop using them. And it's very similar to eyelash products where like it all kind of falls out. So she said it was actually worse to start using those and then stop using them. I can do a whole video if you guys would like me to. Trust me, I've been enticed. I've used the Bondi Boost hair growth products, like I get it. We could do a whole video. Let me know if you want me to do a video on that. Maybe I can ask her some more questions or just reach out to other people about it. If you saw, I think it was my last video on hair extensions, I did the pros and cons of keratin versus beaded weft. I now use beaded weft and will probably never go back to keratin. I really like the beaded weft. I think it's a lot less damaging on your hair and it's a lot less annoying. The odds of it creating a knot are like, I don't want to say next to none because there's someone out there who's going to be able to do it, but it's really slim chances that you get a knot. If anything, it will just get a little, like almost like when you backcomb your hair above the bead if you leave them in too long. This clip shows exactly what happens when you get a knot with beaded weft hair extensions. She mentioned that she left them in for too long, which is exactly how this happens with these extensions. And it kind of almost looks like it's backcombed above the beads. Now, the difference between a knot with the beaded weft and a knot with the keratin bonds is that beaded weft, you undo the weft and you undo the bead and the weft can kind of just slide out. It gets a little tangled. You can see she's having a little bit of a hard time getting out right there. But if these were keratin bonds, they would all be mixed together in a knot and it's nearly impossible to get them out. I also like that it puts a lot more hair evenly throughout. I think it just blends a lot better for some reason, especially with my hair. My hair is like right here right now, and that seems to blend the best for me. It's a lot less messy. You can use more products with it. Like you don't have to worry about the oil so much. Now I wouldn't go using a straight up oil in your hair because the beads can slip, but you don't have to worry about if you do put oil in your hair and you get a little close to the bead that it's gonna break apart because the keratin bonds will like disintegrate a little bit. What else do I love? Oh, they're so much easier to move up, so much easier to take out. There's a lot of pros to the beaded weft. The only negative I have is because they are a lot easier to take out, sometimes they come out a little faster. Like keratin hair extensions, I'm telling you, you could literally go like this with my hair. That thing ain't moving. That thing is staying in there. You pull on this too hard, the beads will start slipping down just a little bit and eventually you're gonna have to fix them, which is how this beauty happened. This right here happened, it just fell out of my hair when I was not in the ocean, but a few of these like beads came off while I was in the ocean. I think the waves, everything. And then I put my hair up in a ponytail or in a bun. And if you've seen my other video, I did mention, this is why keratin hair extensions were better in college because girl, I was just throwing my hair up. I was throwing it around. Like I was not that gentle on my hair in college. And these you can't, like they blend so much better when your hair is in a ponytail, but sometimes when they're up in a ponytail too much, they start slipping a little bit more on your hair versus the keratin doesn't really move. That's my only fail. Like this is supposed to be right here or here, I don't know. Oh, this side, it's supposed to be right here and blending in. So this was a sad moment on my vacation. You have to be careful. If you do like the beaded weft by a professional, they're probably not gonna slip out like that. This is just my $150 one-step wefts versus the $1,000, maybe $2,000 you're spending on the beaded wefts. If you guys wanna know more about these, I'm gonna do a whole video of how I put these into my hair. But if you do use the ones that I use, bring your kit with you always so you can just fix them really, really fast instead of having them fall out and you're on vacation. Now you're all worried that all your hair is just gonna come out if one big wave smacks you in the face. It's like smacks face, hair on ground. I would literally be swimming around the ocean grabbing up my hair. Like, glad that didn't happen. I will be sticking with beaded weft. I will keep you guys updated if I should ever switch. I've literally, because I was getting annoyed by these, was thinking about doing the tape-in extensions, and I'm like, Casey, that's like the one you've always refused to use. Let me know if you guys had like good experiences with the tape-in extensions. I don't know why, like I just have this like, why do I hate them? Like I kind of hate them, but maybe I'm gonna try them. Maybe I will try them for like a few months and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on it. I feel like that'd be a good thing because maybe it can only bring like a positive view to this, because I just have such a negative one, and maybe because I always see celebrities and people, like I can totally see their tape-ins and maybe that annoys me. I'm not entirely sure why I don't like tape-ins. I want to jump on here with you guys today and kind of just say what the age-old question, does it ruin your hair? Because let's be honest, you're getting extensions, that's the #1 thing that you're going to look up, because otherwise, why wouldn't we just stick them in our hair? It's amazing. I love permanent extensions. They're so much better than clip-ins. They just feel better. You wake up and your hair is just there. So if you are worried about the damage, I'm gonna say it is worth it, but you need to give yourself that time in between or you're gonna regret your life. Now, you don't really need to wait any time with the beaded wefts because these aren't like, there's no glue. It's not really ripping your hair out unless you have like a terrible experience where you are somehow the one person who's created the biggest knot in the world with these in your hair. Then yes, you're gonna need to wait. But other than that, you are safe to just keep going. And that's kind of another reason why I had to switch to this. I just don't wanna be without my extensions. My extensions make me feel like me, they make me happy. So I will be continuing to just kind of like get my hair done and the next day put my extensions in. And if you are like me and wanna do that, you guys pick yourself up some of these. Everything will be linked down below. Attach the keratin ones I use and this one, and maybe I'll try to attach all the supplies that I use as well, but these are actually a lot cheaper than keratin and they're a lot easier to use. I hope you guys found this video informative, or at least it just made your decision with getting hair extensions, not getting them, or also which ones you want. Like, are you very careful with your hair and you want to constantly use them? Beat it. If you are like, I am not great at this, I'm not going to take care of them that well. Well, you have to take care of them slightly, so you're going to end up with a knot. But like, I'm a little rougher. I like ponytails a lot more. Keratin. There you go. Very simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I put it together and maybe I'll try tape-ins for you guys in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow my Instagram. It's at caseyelizabethyt_YT, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.